St. John's River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the Baltimore sideline, a look at head coach John Harbaugh. His guys finally into the win column last week. Now they sit at 1-3 on the year. Then on the other side, you've got the Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. That's Cam Little set to start this. Off we go through the rain here in Jacksonville. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball. He's seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talk about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
Now Jackson on the move. He runs with it. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. This one complete downfield to Walker. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
2 more yards.
They get 22 yards there. First down, Baltimore.
A gain of 22.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. And he's close to another first down. It's brought down just shy of the marker. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 1.
24-yard line.
They'll run with the man from Marshall, Rashid Ali. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson moving outside the pocket. He's going to keep it himself. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
You know, it's funny, Mike. I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their way, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling, so early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. Whoa! A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft. It's Trevor Lawrence.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football.
Let's go.
He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. It might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop. First and 10 now from the 36.
36-yard line.
In motion comes Thomas. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Third down and 15.
On red. Hey, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. I believe one of the Jaguars was able to get in there and recover. Yes, Jacksonville retains possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On fourth down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Ravens offense ready to see the football for the second time. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat me. And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
On first down, Locke. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Ravens out front. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up.
Hey, lie.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. Little setup. Second down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Now Lawrence under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
What a first half of this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A design run here with Jackson. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
There's to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hands you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let go.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Ravens bring their punt team out as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. That's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. And that is the last thing you want to do, Greg. When you have the ball on offense in your hands and the other team gets points, it is 2 with a safety there.
And it's really a rare play in the NFL, Mike. We just don't see it very often. So anytime a defense gets the run off the field celebrating, getting an easy 2 points, they'll take it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And he will score. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His 4th TD grab of the season. On now for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will up it to a 2-point lead. Little now following the touchdown. Out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
And the defender does such a good job, like not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass ball's incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing is Lawrence. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. So it is 4th down, and that'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This fielded at about the 9. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Quick. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On play action, here's Jackson. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
The Jaguars.
Hey, Lion! Oh, they got
24-yard line.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth where the receivers say, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're in my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
3rd and 10.
Halftime coming up. Let's go downstate. And Scott Hansen has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on Tampa Bay. And here it's Dak Prescott hooking up with his tight end, Jake Ferguson. 20 yards on the touchdown pass. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is Jermaine Burton. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. It's a 59-yard touchdown. The Bengals with a 14-10 lead at the half. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. And it's Tony Pollard. He only needs a little bit of breathing room, and he knows what to do with it. The Titans trying to get to 4-1, a good start, and they have the lead at the half. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here. The second half starts with a touchback. The Jaguars offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
A 1-yard gain. Brings up third and 6.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
Moore going in motion. Lawrence from the gun here on third down. He's got a man. That's Travis Hunter. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
That's good.
A first set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Lawrence going to keep this himself. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Here we go.
They put Strange in motion. Second down, Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
First down.
They go play action for Lawrence. He'll step up and run this. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Second and 12.
Here's a second and 12.
24-yard line.
All right, let's go.
To throw is Lawrence. That'll be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
And Finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. Exiting the pocket right. There he goes again.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Open man is beaten. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
A gain of 30. First down, Baltimore.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone. Where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage. Muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson. Moving to his right, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Jags offense ready to get back to work. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here. Starting with a 1st and 10. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, go!
Moore going in motion. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Lawrence now. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That is fielded at the 20. Oh, that could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. Forced out wide. This one complete to Bateman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 2. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jackson. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line. 22 yards for pickup there. Good for a Raven first down.
It's hot. 180. And it's hot.
To the air one more time with Jackson. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll lead to a second down. Jackson up top again. The second down throw is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Tyler Luke on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
Safe kick taken at the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with first and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Soga, hot!
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. This is a tough spot. Third down and 10.
24.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll find his tight end. It's Spring. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the first down.
First down.
Hey, easy, route.
They bring their tight end right. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10.
Red. Here we go.
ETN. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
I got it.
Here's first down.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Jaguars first.
They'll drop the throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
Loss of 6. Brings up second and 16. At the 30-yard line.
Back on second and long. Lawrence. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Here's Lawrence. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. So now, a big spot coming here. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Ravens offense starting to try it out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. It's going to be their second. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Jackson now on 2nd down. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. On play action, here's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. The Jaguars offense headed back to take over once more. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. Walk away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.
This is the Abilities tab. Here you can see what abilities a player has.